Hello friends, I hope you had fun at PE. We are going to do morning meeting and then we're going to jump into math for the day. So, our fun fact of the day is that the White House has 28 fireplaces. Our joke or puzzle of the day, Mr. Blue lives in the blue house. Mr. Pink lives in the pink house. Mr. Brown lives in the brown house. Who lives in the White House? So, I'm going to give you a second to think about what the answer might be. Our guest teacher can pause the video and take some of your answers. It's nice to have you back. The answer is going to be the president. The president lives in the White House. So, which do you prefer, cold or hot? If you prefer cold, hold up a 1 right now. Guest teacher, can you please count how many students prefer cold? And if you prefer hot, raise your hand. Go ahead and count how many there are. Which one won today, cold or hot? I can't wait to find out. So, change the world with your words. This is going to be our video for today.
We're going to have a kindness rap battle. So, this is how it's going to work. Each one of them have to come up with a kindness idea. So, he could say, help somebody cross the street. You could say, pick up a piece of trash. The first person to stutter and be like, loses. Are you guys ready? First one.
Lend someone a toy.
Lend someone a toy.
Be respectful.
Be respectful.
Recycle.
Recycle.
Good story.
Kindness takes a ton of bravery. When I was a little kid, when I was in kindergarten, there was this girl in my class, and her name was Christy, and every single day she would come to school wearing this necklace, right? And it was an important necklace. It was given to her by her great-grandma. Well, one day we walked into a tiny lunchroom, much like your guys's, right? And she gets her lunch tray, she takes off her necklace, sets it down next to her lunch tray, begins to eat her lunch. And then the bell rang, it was time to clean up, so she cleans up her mess, throws her leftovers in the trash, turns around to walk outside to go out to recess. But right before she gets outside the door, she stops, and she feels her neck. Guess what she just did? She accidentally threw it away. And now she looks over the trash can, and instantly she starts to what? She starts to cry. That she cared about this necklace so much that she walks over to that trash can crying, taking out piece of trash by piece of trash to find the necklace that her great-grandma gave her. But then I saw this from across the way. I see that she's digging through the trash, so I walk over to help her. But right when I get about like 5 feet from her, I stop. And I think to myself, wait a minute. You see, if I help her, all my friends are gonna laugh and tease me for digging through the trash can. They're gonna make fun of me for doing something nice and kind to a girl. And so I had a choice. I could either do the right thing, something I know in my heart is the right thing to do, but if I do it, I'm gonna get made fun of. Or I could play it safe and walk away. So guess what I did? I ended up walking away. Was that really brave? Was that really nice and kind? No, you see, if you want to be a world changer, you have to be braver than I was when I was your age. So here's an important question that I'm going to ask you guys. How many of you sitting in this room right now would have helped her? Wow. There's some people out there that think kids like you can't change the world. Is that true? No. You see, the secret in order to change the world, it's not doing all these big, huge acts of kindness. It's about doing all the simple, small things every single day. If you guys want to be someone to make a massive difference in the world, then there's some important steps that you guys have to follow. The first step to change the world, everyone say this. Everyone say start small. Now, step number 2, everyone say be brave. Step number 3 is the fun one. Everyone say be kind. You guys have one mission every single day. Every single day when you wake up and you look in the mirror, I want you guys to say this. I want you guys to say, today, I'm gonna make the world better than I did yesterday. The only thing that matters is by the time you lay your head to rest tonight, you can say that I made a difference. I made the world better than I did the day before. If you just do one simple act of kindness, trust me, our world will be a better place. Everybody say, we can change the world.
are going to jump into our math lesson for today. So you need out your math notebook open to a blank page. You need a pencil. If you need an eraser, you know where to find an eraser. And if there are not any erasers, see if you can borrow one from somebody at your table. What you will not do during math time is sit and do absolutely nothing. If you sit and do absolutely nothing, maybe you need to take a walk down to the wind room and see about doing your math in there. So, lesson 12 is going to be over sums and differences in fractions. So, remember, a sum is the answer to an addition problem. And a difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. And Miss Hogue's not writing difference out all the way. She's just going to put D-I-F-F and a period to show that I shortened that. So let's add and subtract fractions and analyze our strategies. So boys and girls, for this first one, find the value of each expression mentally. So 2 3/8 minus 3/8. So I want you to take a minute of quiet think time. We're only working in our brains right now, guys. We're not writing these on our paper. If you do need to write it on your paper, that is more than okay. Guest teacher, if you will, pause the video. Give students about a minute of quiet think time. So glad you're back. Alright, friends, so let's discuss what our value is going to be. Alright, so raise your hand if you know what the value of this expression is going to be. Oh, I see so many hands. Alright, so when I count to 3, I want you to tell me and our guest teacher what the value of this expression is. 1, 2, 3. Oh, if you said 2 wholes, rock and roll, because you are right on track. In our mixed number, there's a 3/8. In our fraction, there's 3/8. If we say 3/8 minus 3/8, we get 0/8, and you can't have 0/8. You just have 0. Alright, guest teacher, if you will go ahead and pause this video for about a minute and let students try to determine this problem. Welcome back, my friends. I overheard some awesome strategies while I was looking out through my computer. So, 2 3/8 minus 5/8. If I wrote 2 3/8 and I counted backwards 5 times, I would have 2 3/8 is where I started. 2 2/8. 2 1/8. And friends, I can't have 0/8, so I'm going to have to go to 1 8/8. 1 7/8. 1 6/8. Let's see, how many times have I counted? Let's see if I need to count any more. So we started here. We've gone back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Absolutely. Another way I can think about this is I know that 5/8 is 2/8 bigger than 3/8. So I could say 2 minus 2/8. If I change 2 wholes to a fraction over 8, I would have 16/8 minus 2/8 would equal 14/8. this improper fraction is equivalent to our mixed number. 1 6/8 and 14/8 are equivalent. Alright, I'm going to show the next one. 2 3/8 minus 2. So guest teacher, if you will, pause the screen. Welcome back. If you were able to find an answer in your brain for this, give me a thumbs up. 2 3/8 minus 2. Alright, so whenever I count to 3, I want you to whisper what the correct answer would be. 2 3/8 minus 2. 1, 2, 3. 3/8 is correct, my friends. We have a whole number 2 here. We have a whole number 2 here. If we say 2 minus 2, we have 0, and 3/8 is all that's left. Our last problem for our number talk, 2 3/8 minus 1 7/8. Alright, friends, I'm going to have our guest teacher pause and give you about a minute to try to solve in your brain. Hello, hello. So I noticed with 1 7/8, I would need 1/8 more to make 2 wholes. If I had 1/8 more to make 2 wholes, it'd be really easy for me to say 2 minus 2. Well, I know that 2 minus 2 is 0. Then I could take the 3/8 that is here and the 1/8 that I borrowed and add those together. So 3/8 plus 1/8, boys and girls, is 1, 2, 3. Tell me. 4/8. You are correct, rock stars. So how did the first few expressions help you find the value of the last expression? Well, looking back, on our third expression we solved, we took the whole numbers and subtracted them by each other. Well, here, if we look at the fraction, we can see that this fraction, 7/8, is 1/8 away from being a whole. And if I put one whole and one whole together, I get 2. So, what I did with the first 3 fractions helped me solve the last one. When subtracting 1 7/8, why might it be helpful to first think about subtracting 2? Why would it be important to just think about going ahead and subtracting 2 instead of having to do all the work to share with our first one? Would it be a little bit quicker if we went ahead and shared 1/8 with that and then just put it back at the end of our problem? Absolutely it would, guys. So in our next video, we are going to talk about making these number sentences true, these equations true. I'll see you in a minute. Bye, guys.